Germans love must. Must, must, must. It's like their favorite word when they speak English. But here's the thing. In English, if you use must all the time, you can sound a bit like a strict head teacher. It sounds too strong, a bit too direct. Today, I'll show you an easy trick so your English sounds more natural instantly. And yes, I must tell you this. Well, actually, I have to tell you. Let's look at must, have to. In this video, you'll learn the super simple rule to make your English sound more natural, even if you forget everything else. When to use must and when to use have to. Some sneaky pronunciation shortcuts that make you sound more like a native speaker. And if you stay to the end, how to use have to and must in the past and the future without getting a headache. So this is number one and the most important point in this video, the easy rule and the mistake that almost every German makes. The German word müssen can be translated with must, have to, or need to. But because must sounds like müssen, many Germans use must all the time. The problem? Native speakers don't. In everyday conversation, we actually use have to more than must, or at least 50% of the time. Did you get that? Every time you want to say müssen, try to say have to at least 50% of the time. Yes, we still use must. In fact, must has lots of uses. I'll show you when in a moment. But the simple rule is don't use must every time you want to say müssen. Try to also say have to. If you want to, you can stop watching now because that's the main point of the video. But if you want to go a bit deeper and avoid some classic mistakes many make, keep watching. And if you haven't already, please click on subscribe, turn on notifications so that you don't miss any new videos from me. Okay, let's go a bit deeper with have to, the rule follower. What are the grammar rules behind have to? We often use have to for rules, laws, or when someone in authority tells us to do something. For example, I have to finish this report today. The tax office needs it. Okay, so there's a rule, a law. The tax office needs this report, and so I have to finish it. Another example, do you have to wear a tie at school? So is it a rule? Is it a law? Do you have to? In these sentences, we wouldn't normally use must. In British English, you'll also hear people say have got to. For example, I've got to finish this by tomorrow. It's the same meaning, it's just a bit more casual sometimes when we say have got to. Must, we could say the personal boss. Must is for when you personally feel something is important, your own rule for yourself, or maybe you think it's important for somebody else, but it's your own opinion, your own feeling. Remember, have to is focused on rules and laws from outside, so rules and laws from authorities, for example. Must is focused on what you think is important for yourself or someone else. For example, I must remember to get a present for Daisy. I must finish this report today. I want to get home early. Notice here, I must finish this report today. Why? Because I want to get home early. It's my own opinion, my own feeling. In the previous example with have to, I have to finish this report today. The tax office needs it. Okay, this was a rule from outside. The tax office needs this. It's a rule, it's a law. Have to. My own feeling, my own opinion, I want to get home early. I must finish this report today. But here's the truth. In everyday English, native speakers often mix them up and use them interchangeably. The main thing is, don't overuse must. Swap it for have to, sometimes, and your English will sound more natural straight away. Now time for some special cases where we love using must. Must is often used on public signs and notices or in formal English. For example, on the plane, passengers must fasten their seatbelts. Maybe you've seen this notice when you flew on an aeroplane. At the airport, all passengers must show photo ID. Notice that this is often written. When we speak, we often talk about rules and laws using have to. Sorry, I know it's a bit confusing. We also use must to give strong recommendations or invitations. For example, you must try this cake, it's amazing. You must see that film, it was so good. You must come to the party next week, it's going to be great. Of course, you could also say have to in those sentences and it would be fine. But grammatically, in those sentences, must is more correct. So, section 5, pronunciation, sound like a native. In fast, everyday spoken English, must becomes muss and have to becomes hafta. What, I hear you say? Yes, this is so common in everyday spoken English by native speakers that we squash words together, we shorten words, and that's why it's often difficult to understand native speakers when they speak at a normal speed. Let me give you an example. Slow, I must go now. Fast, I must go now. Let me repeat that. Slow, I must go now. Fast, I must go now. Slow, I have to get up early. Fast, I have to get up early. Let me repeat that again. Slow, I have to get up early. Fast, I have to get up early. If you want to, go back a little bit and repeat that and try speaking out loud yourself. And understanding this is really helpful because, yeah, you can understand native speakers more easily when you know that this kind of thing happens when we squash words together and, yeah, shorten the sentences. Let's do a quick past and future tense overview. In the past, have to and must become had to. This is super important and so many people make this mistake. So please remember this as maybe the second most important thing in the video. In the past, have to and must become had to. We do not use must in the past. I had to work late yesterday. In the future, have to and must become will have to. I'll have to call her tomorrow. I don't have time now. But be careful, when future plans are already agreed, the present tense of have to is often used rather than will have to. Here are a couple of examples. You have to be at the doctor's by 3 o'clock. I have to pick up my daughter at school at 4 o'clock. It's possible to use must in the future, but generally we use will have to. If you want all the fine points and special exceptions, check out the Cambridge Dictionary. I'll put some links in the description below if you want to read about that. So to conclude, if you only remember one thing from today, don't must all over your sentences. Mix in have to and you'll sound more natural straight away. Oh yeah, and don't forget, don't use must in the past, use had to. And in the next video, we'll look at the negatives must not and don't have to. They mean totally different things, and this is where many learners get really confused. But I'll try to make it as simple as possible for you. And have you seen my tricky words playlist with videos on current and actual and currently and actually? Check it out to improve your English one video at a time. Thanks for watching. See you again really soon.